Hey, welcome to the channel, all about the blues harmonica. So if you haven't already, thumbs up and subscribe. I'm going to do a little bit more ear training today, interval training for harp players starting out, or guys with a lot of experience. And you don't have to be a harmonica player here, because this should be for all undertakings of all musicians. Can always get better getting their ear trained up. At the end of the day, you want to be as efficient as possible. And what makes players some better than others? You know, you don't want to be spending your whole life running on the outside of the track, do you? Run the most efficient way on the near side of the track, and it's so important. What happens is people tend to neglect it or don't do it. You get some very good musicians who haven't got good ears for hearing, and they miss out really, and struggle sometimes, and because they don't want to put themselves through it. But the rewards are huge, and will cut your playing time into being a very fine player. It will really narrow that period of time down in order to get better. Now at the start there, I'm playing over something. I just do it in one take, and what you can probably see, I'm fishing there. I'm fishing, and I'm developing within. It's not set line. I'm developing something there. I'm trying to develop. Actually, what you won't hear there is me playing for about 20 minutes there, where I'm working out and working out and working out and finding ground and endless, and looking for melody line. I'm looking to create melody all the time, and to create within the structure and to open new ground all the time. That's the object of the exercise. Something that I coach more than anything else in people, because that's the one thing that you see with a lot of players don't employ that way of learning, and it is the definitive way to learn. Ask any top session player and they'll tell you that's why they can hear everything, that's why they can do everything, and it's fun to do. Now today, octave. Looking at the octave today. Alright, so if you've got a C harmonica, pick the C up. I'd prefer a slightly deeper one in this room. Excuse me, but 4 to 7 blow. There's the octave, or in first position, so 1 to 4 blow, or 4 blow to 7 blow. And once you get into this, you can, once you start recognising it, you can go in second position, 2 to 6 blow, or 6 blow to 9 blow, or then you go to third position and you're going from 1 draw to 4 draw, or 4 draw to 8 draw, and you go into each one and work it round in your mind, and challenge yourself in your mind. This is what you do until these things become second nature to you. Okay, so. So I'm using a tune, Over the Rainbow. Alright? And then move it into different keys. You don't have, if you're starting out and you've not been at it very long, then you probably won't be there yet, but that is a secret, to shift keys when you can. But if you can't, that's not a problem, but just work on learning these tunes. I mean, back in the day, as a modern jazz saxophonist, one of the things you used to do is you take 3 or 4 tunes and you learn them every single week. That's not just for interval training. You learn the chords, the structure, the harmony, everything, and you work on these, and you log them up for months and years. That's what you do. So you've got about 600 or 700 riding through your head. Simply because I don't class myself as what they call a standards man, but that's the kind of thing you do when you were jumping in on the circuit in order to get around things, and you just kind of do it. That's just something that was built into your nature. Well, of course, in the blues harmonica, it's a different animal, a lot harder in some ways, a lot easier in a lot of ways. All right, so there you think. The octave. Okay, in the description I'll put a couple of the other ones that I've done on intervals. Trawl through my videos, you'll find some more perhaps. I'll keep on putting these things because I think there's not enough people, over many years as a musician, you come across good players of all different instruments, who don't use their ears as much as they should, and it's a little bit like when you start realizing and developing the ear in level, how the shortcuts then appear. There's no substitute for hard work, of course, but it creates more efficiency. It makes you do things an awful lot quicker than other people would be able to grasp, because you're using your ear. So you know, back to this. There's 4 to 8. Okay, and just using that tune. Okay, now look, you can get me for lessons on Harpo the Healer Wicks. Check out my podcasts. I've got one coming out. I'll announce it now, and then I will endeavour to do it, because I'm half sort of quarter way through and I haven't really got down to it, because of course there's been these whistleblowers very recently in the press, haven't they, to do with aliens on planet Earth. You know, these spaceships. Are we alone on planet Earth, or do we have other beings around us, or have they been here? And so this is my latest podcast that I'm going to do. I'm going to delve into that because of the latest whistleblower. I think it's an interest to everybody, isn't it, that kind of thing. Done a couple more, 1 or 2 with RJ talking about this sort of thing on other podcasts. Trawl through those. There are a lot on blues harmonica. There are a lot on other things, mysteries, endeavours, all sorts of different things. So check those out. You'll see a link in the description for that. So get stuck into some intervals. It'll really facilitate your playing, and get stuck into the blues harp, this great little piece of kit. Alright, stay safe out there. I'll catch you on the rebound.